In the early hours of October 26, 2025, the community of Cordova, Tennessee, was shaken by the heartbreaking news that Yesica Juarez had passed away under tragic circumstances. The suddenness and severity of her departure created a wave of grief that spread quickly across all who knew her. There is a particular pain that comes when a young life ends before its time, a pain compounded by unanswered questions, unfinished chapters, and unspoken dreams. Yesica's passing is not simply an entry in a news column. It is the interruption of a life that mattered deeply to the people around her. Her absence leaves an empty chair at family tables, a missing voice in conversations, and a silence in places where she once stood. Even for those who may not have known her personally, the loss of a young life is a stark reminder of how fragile everything truly is. The person she was, people remember Yesica not by the way she left the world, but by the way she lived in it. She was described as someone who possessed warmth, spirit, and quiet ambition. In everyday acts, the way she greeted you, the way she showed up for others, the way she laughed, she created memories that now serve as comfort in the midst of mourning. Her life, though not long, was meaningful in the way she made others feel seen, heard, and valued. In her home, among friends, and within her community, she played roles that no one else can fill in exactly the same way again. She was a daughter, a friend, a companion, a confidant, someone whose presence mattered. Those who loved her continue to hold tightly to the fragments of her life that still remain. The sound of her voice, her mannerisms, her aspirations, and the tenderness she showed to those she cared about. Her legacy among those who loved her when someone leaves the world unexpectedly. What endures is not only the shock, but the legacy they leave behind in the hearts of others. For Yesica's family and friends, she was and remains irreplaceable. The love she shared and the relationships she built are now the threads from which her legacy is woven. In the quiet spaces of remembrance, through stories, photographs, and moments revisited, she continues to live on. Her death forces those left behind to view life through a clearer lens, appreciating time, cherishing people, and speaking love aloud before it is too late. Yesica's memory becomes a call to live deeply, to treat people with care, and to hold close the ones who matter while they are still here. Her life, though short, has already taught lessons that will outlast her physical presence. Honoring her memory in the coming days and beyond, those who knew Yesica will gather to mourn her, to celebrate her, and to keep her name alive. Grief will not disappear quickly, but it will soften when shared among those who loved her most. The best way to honor her is to remember not only the tragedy of her death, but the brightness of her life. The laughter she gave, the kindness she showed, the connections she nurtured. Let us honor Yesica by speaking gently to one another, supporting her family through this unbearable loss, and living with the same compassion she offered others. Lighting a candle, saying her name, sharing stories, or simply allowing oneself to feel, all these acts are ways of keeping her close. She may be gone from sight, but she is not gone from memory. With heavy hearts and enduring love, we say rest in peace, Yesica Juarez. You were taken far too soon, but you will not be forgotten.